How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Steins Gate, my darling's embrace. The last episode was the big race between Okabe and Kirisu, and obviously Okabe lost. I don't really know where my glimmer of hope came from. I really expected him to lose, and those expectations were met. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but it is Okabe we are talking about, and Okabe gets a little cocky, you know? So he drowned, which was not really what I expected. Mayuri came to his rescue and showed quite a bit of emotion. And it's understandable why. I talked a little bit of my opinion on this, and, well, I would like to read aloud a comment that I got on the previous video. And I'd like to start doing this more often. I used to do this on my previous videos, and by previous I mean years ago. Literally years ago, I used to bring up comments in the beginning of episodes. I do read comments, that much is true, but actually responding to them in a video, I think, is even better. So, I would like to read aloud a comment. And if I butcher your name, I am sorry. Vider Lest stated that I was wrong. Well, maybe. Their opinion is that the relationship between Mayuri and Okabe is romantic, or at least Mayuri's feelings toward Okabe. And that Mayuri loved Okabe the whole time more than anyone. And they brought up a good point. I actually did forget about the events of Steins Gate 0, and I guess some moments of Steins Gate, because there is the whole Stardust handshake thing, and how they kept on bringing up Orihime and Altier in Steins Gate 0. So, a really good comment. Thank you for the comment. Yes, I did forget about that, and I guess you can argue that Mayuri's feelings for Okabe are romantic, but I'm a piece of shit with no soul, emotion, or probably a pulse, to be completely honest, so I might not just see that the same way. I might just see a different form of relationship. But who knows? We know where things are going to go in this route, of course, but let us read on and see what will happen in this episode. Thank you again for the comments in the previous one. Another scorching hot day. The room was so humid it felt like I was sitting in a sauna. My clothes stuck to my skin with sweat. I took a Dr. Pepper out of the fridge and chugged it. My third bottle this morning. God damn, that's unhealthy. Oh no, that's also unhealthy. Oh. I gave a bottle to Kirisu. She wiped the sweat off of her brow with a handkerchief. Oh yeah. Oh wow, everybody is fucking here. So, Mayuri also got an offer to be a model? That also happened? Daru had hidden himself away in the development room working on some mysterious project, but he was snoring like a beast by the stroke of midnight. I found it rather unusual for a night owl like him, but I guess the swimming pool tired him out. Honestly, swimming tires me out all the time as well. We now had 6 people for our roundtable conference. Me, Daru, Kirisu, Lukako, Ferris, and Suzuha. Smart man. Before summer break, Lukako and Mayuri often came to our lab to study for their tests. When math and physics were getting them down, I stepped in to cheer them on. I mean, motivation is great. I literally had an awful test today, like a do-or-die test, and I'm sure without the motivation that I received from friends and family, I would have been more fucked than I ended up being. Like, of course I was still fucked, but you know.
例のウェブサイトの仕事で欠席するそうだ。さっきメールがあった。
例のウェブサイト？何ですかそれ？
あ、二人は知らないんだったな。
I gave them the rundown.
まゆりちゃんが？写真のモデルか、すごいね。
でも断っちゃったんだお。もったいなくね？
仕方ないだろう。モデルなんて派手なバイト、まゆりには似合わん。
I mean, it's also her choice, you know? Like,
そんなことない。
it's all up to her.
え？
まゆりなら十分モデルとして通用すると思うけどな。フェイリスもそう思うにゃ。マユシーはものすごく魅力的だにゃ。その意見には賛成だね。僕もそう思います。
The lady contingent, which included one guy, all agreed with Kirisu.
岡部は小さい頃からまゆりと一緒にいるんでしょ。だから気づいてないんじゃないの？
気づいてない？
子供だとばかり思ってた幼馴染がね、いつの間にか魅力的な女性になってたって話よ。
Kirisu laughed and gave me a stare with some meaning behind it. But who knows what that
な
meaning
んだそ
is?
れは。これだからスイーツ脳は困る。
スイーツ脳って言うな。でもね、フェイリスはずっと聞きたいと思ってたんだにゃ。今日まってマヨシーのことどう思ってるのかにゃ。
Oh man, we're already going into it. Fuck yes.
赤くなったにゃ。怪しいにゃ。
Ferris's eyes sparkled.
どう思うも何も、ただの人質だ。
そういう中二設定はいいから。
中二設定ではないわ。
ちょっと悔しいですけど、僕もまゆりちゃんなら京馬さんとお似合いかなって。
Michael thinks so too.
ルカ子、お前までおかしなことを言い出すな。
すみません。悔しいと言ったのは別に変な意味じゃなくて、
あ、いや、俺が突っ込んだのはそこじゃないからな。
何話が読めない。岡部倫太郎って椎名まゆりと何かあるの？
つまりさ、幼なじみルートのフラグが立つか立たないかの瀬戸際ってことだお。
Oh, trust me, Daru. We have.
どんなフラグだ？何のフラグだ？
Okay, things have gotten weird. I need to get everyone back on topic.
さて、そろそろ雑談は終わりだ。これより第523回円卓会議を始める。
What are we even discussing? Wait, what's the overall plot that's going on in this one again? I totally forgot. Oh yeah, the AC, that's right. Or the electric bill, one of those things. I stated with an air befitting a laboratory leader.
あ、ごまかした。今日待ってばわかりやすいにゃ。
え？
The gossip simply continued as if I hadn't said a word. As I prepared to call for their attention again, I heard someone coming up the stairs. Mayuri? Yep.
てってるー。遅くなりました。
Mayuri came into the room with a smile. Upon her appearance, the dimly lit lab somehow seemed to get a little bit brighter.
どうしたのみんな。マユシーの顔に何かついてる？
Mayuri seemed perplexed when she realized every eye in the room was focused on her.
なんでもない。ほら、ここに座れ。
I pointed to her spot at the table.
でもその前にジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンを温めてもいい？朝から何にも食べてないんだ。そういえばお腹空いたわね。クリスちゃんも食べる？バナナもあるよ。
Mayuri took the fried chicken and bananas out of the bag and showed them to us.
ありがとう。いただくわ。ねえねえ、どうせだからさ、そろそろお昼にしない？
そうしよう。みんなピザでいい？
Yes. Before anyone responds, he starts thinking or taking out a menu for a delivery place.
おいこら、これから円卓会議なんだぞ。
Again, what are we gonna discuss?
ど
Our
うせろくで
bill?
もない話しかしないんだから食べながらでもいいんじゃないの？
Like how indebted we are to the electric company?
なに？じゃあオカリンはいらないんだね、ピザ。
カマンベールミックスにしろ。
なんだ結局食うのかよ。
できれば僕辛くないのがいいです。私も。フェイリスは激辛希望にゃん。私も激辛。マユシーはお野菜がいっぱい乗ってるのが嬉しいな。
カマンベールミックスが1枚とベジタブルが1枚と激辛イタリアンが1枚とあと普通のミックスピザが1枚でいいかな。
4枚も？多くないの？
僕がいますから。
なるほど。
そ
God
れじゃ
damn it.
頼んでくるよ。
Daru took his phone and just disappeared into development room. Yeah, obviously. Into development room, absolutely.
せっかくだからナイも呼んであげようかな。さっき下にいたんだ。
I don't know where the ya came from, by the way.
そうしようよ。
I guess I was just so
Oi,
lost
oi.
into the
子供とはいえ
translation
部
there.
外者だぞ。大事な円卓会議に呼ぶやつがあるか。
My mind couldn't really
いいじ
recover.
ゃない。どうせろくでもない話しか以下同文。
ミスター・ブラウンまで押しかけてきたらどうする？おっかないだろ
Oh, god damn it.
誰がおっかないって？邪魔するぜ。
Mr. Braun stomped into our lab and a little shadow followed close behind him.
こんにちは。ああ、ナエ。今呼びに行こうと思ってたんだ。
聞こえてたよ。ご馳走してくれるらしいじゃねえか。すまねえな。
Okay. Yeah, obviously, Mr. Braun. Yeah. You don't say we were overheard, you say we overheard. God damn, this translation.
う。まあいつも世話になってるし、このくらい構わん。
ちょうどよかった。これからちょいと仕入れに行かなきゃならなくてな。苗を頼もうと思ってたんだ。
Mr. Braun gently pushed Nai's back and guided her towards us. Nai seemed a little nervous at first to be surrounded by lab mems, but when she saw Mayuri, she rushed over to her.
マヨリお姉ちゃん。ナエちゃん、お姉ちゃんと一緒にピザ食べよう。
Put at ease, Nai began to smile. Mayuri has that effect on people.
じゃあ頼むぜ。おいバイト、ちょっと店番しててくれ。
今日は休みなんだけどな。
固いこと言うなって。飯食ってからでいいからよ。
了解。
Mr. Braun waved goodbye to Nai and walked down the stairs.
ナエちゃん、ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンも食べる？それじゃあピザが届いたら温めるね。
Pizza and chicken sound really good, to be completely honest. It's unhealthy, sure, but I'll take it. Nai clung to Mayuri with a look of joy.
ああ、マヨリお姉ちゃん、いい匂いがする。そうかな。別に何もつけてないけど。
Mayuri spoke while sniffing herself, excuse me.
だけど、いい匂いがするわ。
Nai buried her face into Mayuri's chest.
くすぐったいよ。
こういう時僕は思うんだ。どうして子供に生まれなかったのだろうと。
God damn it, Daru. Daru returned from the development room with that weird statement.
オカリンもそう思うだろう。
思うわけないだろ。
ねえねえお姉ちゃん、それは何？
Nai looked at the doll in Mayuri's bag. It's Mini Mayuri.
これはね、ロボマユシーなんだよ。
That too.
ロボマユシー？
Well, it's not really a robot, but
そう、マユシーの考えた未来ガジェットなのです。
oh yeah, I guess it does that.
ちゃんとお野菜も食べなきゃダメだよ。うわ、すごいすごい。
Like, it's nothing too crazy, but I guess it constitutes as a robot? Maybe? I mean, I guess it's a part electronic now. Nai was beaming, and as I thought, this truly is a toy for children.
だいぶできてきたわね、マユリ。うん。おかり、寝る前にはちゃんと歯を磨いてね。あと、おへそ出して寝ちゃダメだよ。
Damn it, I do that all the time.
どうでもいいがマユリ、なんでそんなメッセージばかりなのだ？
岡部がダメ人間だからどうしても言いたくなっちゃうのよね。
ほうほう、お前とは一回きちんと話をしなくてはならんようだな、クリスティーナ。
望むところよ。おかりんおじさんってダメ人間なの？
What a question.
違うわ。
ああ、ダメだよ、おかり。なえちゃんをいじめちゃう。まゆりお姉ちゃん。よしよし。
The small creature buried her face into Mayuri's chest again.
やっぱり子供に生まれてくればよかった。
Daru looked enviously at Nai and repeated his weird statement. It is a weird statement to make. The Yamanote line is usually really crowded on Saturday nights, but it seems everyone is otherwise occupied at Bone festivals tonight. Mayuri and I got into the rear train car and sat down. I had decided to go home for the night. All the other lab mems were heading home too, so there wasn't much for me to do anyway. Daru normally stays at the lab overnight, but today he left early, saying he had something important to do.
明日からコミマなんだよ。ダルくん準備があるんじゃないかな。
Damn, that shit came up fast. Kamima is a 3-day event held twice a year at Tokyo Big Sight in Ariake. That always surprises me every time it comes up. Rife with fan comics and cosplayers. It's not my scene, so I've never been, but Daru and Mayuri go to each one. Daru is a particularly big fan. I don't understand, or I don't know what he does exactly. I don't know where the understand came from, but he says he spends the 3 days without sleeping. What the fuck, man?
マユリも行くのか、明日？
マユシーはね、初日はパスなのです。
ん？
コスプレ衣装が縫い終わらなかったんだよ。だから明日は一日衣装作りに専念するよ。
そんなものを作ってるから間に合わなかったんじゃないのか？
I pointed at Robo Mayushi in her bag. If she hadn't worked so hard on that, she could have finished her costume.
そうかも。
そうかもじゃないだろ
う。でもロボマユシーも早く完成させたいんだ。
やけにこだわってるんだな。
マユシーがいない時でもね、ロボマユシーがそばにいればオカリンが楽しいかなと思って。
え？なあ、本気で俺にくれる気なのか？
Okay, when all the lines are like directed to Okabe, it kind of makes sense.
ダメかな。
I could see a sadness in Mayuri's eyes. It's not a look I normally see on her, so I start feeling uncomfortable.
いや、ダメとかそういうことではないぞ。法王院教魔は世界に混沌をもたらす恐怖のマッドサイエンティストであるが、決して無慈悲な悪魔ではない。ラボの一員がせっかく作ってくれたものならありがたくいただいておく。
本当？
もちろんだ。
嬉しいな。 ありがとう。
Once she said that, Mayuri began stroking Robo Mayushi's hair. We spent the next few minutes without saying a word. While I was looking out the train window at the illuminated city, something soft fell upon my shoulder. I turned to look and saw Mayuri's head resting there.
Mayuri?
Oh, she's out. Out like a light, as they say. Okay, I think we get the idea. She'd fallen asleep. Between her costumes and Robo Mayushi, she must not be sleeping all that much. I know I'm not. Perhaps due to our thin summer clothes, I could feel her body heat. On this overly air-conditioned train car, only the place where our bodies met was warm. A gentle fragrance rose from her neck and chest and tickled my nostrils. I think it's her natural scent, just like Nai pointed out this afternoon. It smells kind of like warm milk. Mayuri's balance was being thrown off by the motion of the train, causing her to groan in her sleep. After slightly readjusting her body, she leaned back on my shoulder and went back to sleep. Yeah, whenever I used to commute via bus... Oh, there's the dogs. Whenever I used to commute via bus to university, sleeping was not all that fun to do, but like, because of how early I was going, and not necessarily how late I was getting back home, but it was evening time, it was still a long day. Trying to sleep on a moving vehicle like this is very difficult. Whenever she moved, the chest area of her clothes would open up slightly, and when I looked down, I could see brief flashes of what looked like a bra. Oh, Okabe. You pervert. This isn't good.
Ohon. Mayuri?
But she doesn't answer. The only response was her breathing. And my dog's barking. It's a part of the aesthetic, I swear. Wait a minute, what am I looking at? What am I, an old perv? Yes. I tried to shake the dirty thoughts out of my head and proceeded to pat her on the shoulder to wake her up. Looks like my dogs woke her up. Oh wait, no, it's just her cell phone that suddenly vibrated in her bag, which caused her to jump in surprise. She looked around dumbfounded for a moment, oblivious to the fact that she had fallen asleep. Yes.
Oh.
She realized that she was leaning on me and quickly moved away while blushing. Excuse me. She then quickly adjusted her clothes.
いや、大丈夫だ。気にするな。電車の揺れというのは眠くなるものだからな。
そうだね。
Mayuri covered her mouth and quietly yawned.
あくび出ちゃった。
池袋に着いたら起こしてやるから、もう少し寝ててもいいぞ。
Mayuri finally checked the cell phone that had woken her up. She had a text.
マイカさんだ。
始圧師から？
遊園地のモデルの話かな。
ちゃんと断った方がいいぞ。無理なものは無理ってな。
それがね。
Oh?
どうした？
When I asked, Mayuri hesitated, before telling me something astonishing.
やってみようかと思うんだ。
Wow.
何？
モデル、写真の。
I said that far louder than I expected to, drawing the attention of the riders around us.
なんと言った今。
モデル、やってみてもいいかなって。
始圧師に無理やり説得されたのか。だったら俺が断ってやるぞ。
違うよ。 自分でそう思ったの。
なんで？
萌香さんの話だとね、モデル料が結構たくさん出るみたいなんだ。それがあれば電気代とかの足しになるかなって。
So she's thinking about others, the lab, not necessarily for her benefit or anything like that. I frowned a bit in response to Mayuri's answer. Does it mean she's doing this for the lab?
お前はそんなことしなくていい。
でもね、今までオカリンやラボの役に立ててないから、今回は頑張るのです。
Mayuri's smile left me at a loss for words. I obviously want to make a lot of money for our lab, but I don't think asking her to do something like this is the right way to go. When I told her this, Mayuri nodded.
だけど、マユシーはオカリンのためにまだ何もしてないから。
そんなことはない。お前は人質として十分役に立っている。だからそんな風に言うな。な、とにかく断れ。
Mayuri mumbled a vague reply. Well, maybe she also wants to try and do this for herself, but not necessarily all for the lab or for the benefit of the lab and you know, us. Maybe it is something that she would like to just do to also benefit herself. Maybe I'm totally wrong about what I just said a few minutes ago. I don't know. Well, we're almost out of time. I guess we'll call it here. Sorry that my dog's barking kind of just continued and continues. It do happen. Next time we'll read our received mail here, and we'll, I guess, jump in and see what's going on with Kamima. I'm assuming that's got to play a part here in some sort of way. Well, anyways, thank you all for watching this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.